there! Welcome back to the classroom. Let's put a little vacay in your day. Today's vacay Q&A comes from Teresa in Dayton, Ohio. Teresa says, "Hi, Miss Kears." Hi, Teresa. I just finished the lesson on finding feng shui and really like the concept of like items wanting to be together. I have a habit of keeping the things I use most often handy. But now I realize how that is contributing to my clutter issues. In fact, when I took a closer look, there were a pile of shoes by the door that I haven't worn in months and keys on the table to a car I sold last year. So keeping them handy is just an excuse not to put them away. How can I break the handy habit but still have my essentials nearby? I think we all suffer from the handy habit to some degree. We all want to keep the things that we use most often handy. So it's very easy to walk in the door, kick off our shoes, drop our keys on the table, and move along to whatever comes next. However, if we do that repeatedly, day after day, these things do tend to pile up. So step one is to inventory those items. Take a look at that pile of shoes by the door and determine, are you really going to wear those flip-flops tomorrow? What about those high heels? If you're not going to wear them within the next 24 hours, put them away. And what about that junk mail that's been piling up? I bet you could go through that every couple of days and throw away the stuff that's not relevant and put away the stuff that is. That way, when you start to pay the bills, you know where they are and you don't have to weed them out of a massive pile that's been piling up for a month, causing you passive stress, by the way. So do a little inventory of what is by the door, what are you dropping when you come in, and how often should that stuff maybe be sorted through and put away. It's not that you have to do it immediately, although sometimes that's very helpful, but at least every so often inventory it and decide what is relevant there. So number two, let's add some hooks and hangers. That way we don't come in the door and just drop things. If you have a hook that you can put your car keys on every day, you know what? It's easy to put them there when you come in the door, and it's also easy to grab them when you leave. I like to have a sweater or a jacket with me all the time. So my jacket generally stays on that hook by the door. However, if I'm wearing a hoodie one day and I know that the next day I'm going to be dressed for work and wearing a sweater, then I need to put that hoodie away. Otherwise, all my jackets end up by the door. So whatever it is that tends to pile up, just take a look at that and determine how you can compartmentalize it in such a way that it can still be there and it can still be handy. However, it's easy to access and every so often it's inventoried and distributed. So number three, let's have an evening event. Now I suggest every evening, but everyone's different. So for you, you might choose to do it a couple of times a week. But in the evening, before bed, just take a tour through the house and look around. Is there a pile of mail? Could you possibly sort through that, throw the junk away and put your bills where they belong? That way when it's time to pay bills, A, you know where they are, and B, you don't have to dig them out of a massive pile of junk mail. What about the shoes by the door? Are you going to wear those flip-flops to work tomorrow, or can you put them away and possibly pull out the shoes that you are going to wear tomorrow? That way, you've proactively set yourself up for success the next morning. You don't have to look for your shoes. What about your keys? If they're by the door, can you put them on the hook so that they're easy to grab? And if they're not nearby, you might want to find them and put them so, again, they're easy to find the next morning. So there are lots of things that we can do both to disseminate some of the clutter and also to set ourselves up for success the next day. So remember, number one, take an inventory of those items. What really has to stay there and what can be put away. Number two, try some hooks and hangers so that the things that need to be there when you need them are there when you need them. And number three, make it an evening event. Again, I suggest every evening, but at least a couple of evenings out of the week that you take a tour of your house and put things away. Put like items together because they want to be together. Okay, Teresa, I hope this helps. Leave me a comment in the box below and let me know how it goes. And if you have any further questions, just leave them there and I will either come back to you with a comment or another video. Okay, see you next time.